Good morning, YouTube. Today we have a new face here on the channel. State your name and what'd you play here today?
My name is Magisto, and today I played Time Lords.
Time Lords. What made you want to play Time Lords?
Well, I haven't played in a tournament since the Zexal era, so I figured this was the best chance against like the meta and like just not knowing all the new stuff and everything. So
awesome. Let's hop into it then.
All right, we'll start with the main deck. It's 40 cards.
Okay.
We'll start off with the monsters. We got 3 copies of Time Maiden. She's like the MVP of the deck, basically. If your opponent has, if you have no monsters, you can special summon her from your hand. You can also use her as 2 tributes for a Time Lord, which I never really do that effect. And you can also send her to add a Time Lord with 0 attack to your hand. And you can also vanish her from the grave to summon a 0 attack Time Lord from your deck. But you cannot special summon during that turn.
Awesome.
And then we got 3 copies of Sandayon. This guy is a 4,000 beater. Pretty much all the Time Lords, if your opponent, if you have no monsters, you can summon them without tributing, but this one, your opponent has to control something, and then you have to control nothing. And you can only control 1, but you can, all players take no battle damage from attacks involving them, and they cannot be targeted, they can't be destroyed by battle or card effects.
Awesome.
And what he does, they all have an effect at the end of the battle phase if they battle. So what he does is he does 2,000 damage to your opponent.
Very nice.
And also they all share an effect on the standby phase. You have to shuffle them back into your deck on your standby phase.
So plus and a minus.
Well, it's actually nice because you get to rotate them out.
Oh, cool.
It's really cool. So next we have my favorite one, 3 of Michion.
Okay.
And what he does, his unique effect is at the end of the battle phase, you half your opponent's life points if you battled.
Very simple.
Yeah. And then we got 3 of Raffion. And his unique effect is at the end of the battle phase, if you battled, you get to inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attack of the monster that it battled. So that's very nice.
Very solid.
More burn. And then we got 2 of Mateon.
Nice. OG. Time Lord.
This one is really cool. At the end of the battle phase, when he battles, you get to return all monsters besides him to their owner's hands, and your opponent loses 300 for each one.
Very nice.
Very cool. Then we got 2 of Camion. This one's really cool. At the end of the battle phase, you get to shuffle one of your opponent's cards back, and they lose 500, and they cannot chain to this effect. So very nice. You can't negate it, nothing like that. And then we got 2 of Lazion. And what he does is, at the end of the battle phase, if you battled, you shuffle your opponent's graveyard back into their deck, which I think is really handy in today's game. And then whenever your opponent draws, once per turn, they lose 1,000. It's very nice. And then we got 2 of Zaphion, which at the end of the battle phase, if he battles, you shuffle all your opponent's back row into the deck. And he also has an additional effect that if he is sent from the field to the grave, you get to draw a card.
Very nice. Yeah, there are people who are willing to tech her in for a while.
Yeah, she's cool. And then we got 1 of Halion. And what this one does is at the end of the battle phase, if it battled and my life points are lower than my opponent's, my opponent takes damage equal to the difference.
Of course, because that just makes sense. You know, we don't have enough burn in this deck. Let's throw in some more.
Yeah. And that's it for the monsters.
All right.
And we will go for the spells. We got 3 of Mound of the Bound Creator. The main effect we use in this is that our level 10s and higher cannot be targeted or destroyed by card effects. And all of our monsters besides Maiden are level 10.
Gotcha.
And the second effect we can use with Sandayon. If it kills something, we get to inflict 1,000 to our opponent. And the third effect doesn't matter in this deck. And we also have 1 Terraforming to search it out. We got 3 Celestial Transformations. Let you special summon a fairy from hand. And it's a quick play, which is nice.
Yeah.
It gets destroyed during the end phase, but luckily our monsters can't be destroyed by card effects.
it's busted in this deck.
It's basically here to make Xyz plays.
Yeah. And to make your opponent cry.
Yeah. Then we got, since we don't really special summon a lot besides Maiden, we got 3 of Duality, just to help us search from the top 3. We got one for one to summon Time Maiden from the deck.
Solid delivery.
Yeah.
One for one. It's tough to say.
We got Foolish Burial, so we can bury a Time Maiden. Or we can sometimes even bury a Time Lord and bring it back with Monster Reborn.
Very nice.
So we can go for a rank 10 play.
Holy cow, is that an LOB first ed?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
It's not the original version though. The back of the card I guess is different on like the original.
Still, that's some money right there. All right, traps?
Yep, going to the traps. We got 3 Turin's Tribute. Because, you know, our stuff can't be destroyed and our opponents can, so get out of here.
Especially when they overextend and make misplays.
And then we got 3 of Drowning Mirror Force. Just in case they can get around our Time Lords, then when they attack directly, just shuffle all their monsters that are in attack mode.
Very nice, very nice.
I'm playing with maybe cutting that card for maybe some Veilers, because I played the deck today and I noticed I was having trouble with some effects. But nonetheless, still a good card.
Yeah, solid.
And that's it for the traps.
All right.
And we'll get into our very small extra deck.
How many do we have here in the main?
40.
40. All right.
And we have a 4-card extra deck.
Hey, that's all right. That's
We don't really go into it much, so...
Let's check her out.
So the main thing we use is we have 1 of Gustav Max, detached to 2000.
Your OTKs.
Yeah, I need to get 1 more of these just in case it gets negated. I only have the 1. We have 1 Super Dora. He's just awesome. Just makes it where, you know, you detach and then a monster can't be affected by any other monster effects besides the controller of that monster. So that's very nice. We have 1 number 35, Ravenous Tarantula. I've never actually brought this card out, so, but basically if I remember correctly what he does is that monsters I control, their attack and defense are equal to the difference between both players' life, and whenever opponent special summons, if it has a material, they lose 600.
Yes, sir.
And then we can also, I believe, detach to destroy all my opponent's face-up monsters with an attack equal or less than my life points.
Super maniacal.
I don't have the other 2 that go on top of it yet.
Oh man.
So when I
wish
get
I would
those,
have known. I would have given you some. I have some, but
yeah, when I get those, they will be going in definitely.
yeah.
And finally, we have the 1 Sky Palace, however the hell you pronounce his other name. But he's pretty cool. You detach, and let's see, I've never actually brought him
You
out.
destroy a card and you inflict 1,000 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he can't attack during the turn you use that effect.
Yeah, but realistically,
And it's once per turn.
you're just going for damage.
Yep. And
Cool.
That's the profile right there.
Awesome. So if people want to figure out, you say you have a channel or something, how do we contact
you can follow me on YouTube, Twitter, and SoundCloud at Official Magisto. It's all the same. Just keep it simple and easy.
Official Magisto? How do you spell Magisto?
It's Magisto.
Okay.
And I do, I used to do Yu-Gi-Oh deck profiles, not really so much these days. I do some Magic decks, I do action figure reviews, I do music, like original music.
Very nice.
And just, yeah, all that kind of good stuff. So if you want to check it out, follow me. And in case you guys were wondering, yes, there is Braille on my cards because I'm blind. So, yeah.
That's fine. We do what we can.
Yep.
All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Have a great day.